Hey y'all, it's me, Mr. TLG, and I've got some great news. But first, before I get to my news, let me hear yours. Let's talk about you for a second. How was your day today? Comment down below. Let me know. My day was alright. Just did a little some light. Some light. Tell me about your day. Tell me what happened today. I'd love to hear it down below. So just comment that and leave a like, just so I know we have an appreciation for each other. You see my content, you give it a like, because it's what we do. We're friends, right? I give you a like, you give me a like. It's like a trade-off. But anyways, enough about that. You also might be wondering, why are you outside? What are you doing? Well, I decided I'm gonna record outside. It's a nice little sunset going on right now, and who wouldn't want to be outside? It's great. There's a lot of things you can do outside. So yeah, I'm outside. So what? It's awesome. It's great. Don't judge me. Go outside. It's good for you. It's healthy. But let's get back to where I want to be. So 2 days ago, I applied for a job. Now, I've been applying for jobs since I made that video of my goals, my dream car, Mitsubishi Eclipse 2000 range. So I'm gonna get it, and you guys are gonna be absolutely and like mind blown. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be great. But that day I made that video, I think I was applying. I think it was the day before, but I've been applying to a lot of places, right? Like 10 places per day. Just been going at it. I need a job. I need to get hired now because I need to save up. Because then I can accomplish my goal. I'm still unemployed. Like, what? That's not cool. Who wants to be unemployed right now? So 2 days ago, I applied for a job. The other jobs haven't texted me back or anything, or emailed me, and nothing. So I'm like, okay. I guess my hard work was for nothing. I'm joking. So texted this job, going back at the grind of applying to more jobs. So I applied to this job, and they said, we'd like to meet with you tomorrow. What? Okay. So I get the interview. So this is yesterday. So they're like, let's interview you tomorrow. All right, sounds good to me. So tomorrow comes around. I get ready. I shave my face. Unfortunately, I like having my stubble. I feel like it makes me look more manly. But I shaved my mustache and beard. Well, the mustache stays, but I shaved my little everything. So that's gone. Ouch. But I did it to look a little better. Interview rolls around. I walk in there and I'm like, hey, here's my interview, or here's my resume, and I'm here for this position, blah blah blah. We chat I'm chatting with the hostess, or not the hostess, I think it was a waiter. And we're chatting, and she's like, okay, let me go get my boss. She brings her boss. The boss is the one who I I talked with to apply to, and we're talking. She sits me down right next to the table. Like, there's a table like right here. So she sits me down there. We have a quick little interview. It wasn't like the basic, like, tell me about yourself. What are some of your flaws, weaknesses, some strengths, blah, blah, blah. No, that's none of that. It's like a casual conversation, it felt like. No interview questions, no, like, anything. So she's like, okay, well, you need to dress like this. You need to have a black button-up, black slacks, and black non-slip shoes, and bring any kind of tie you want, just nothing offensive. And I was like, all right, sounds good. I got you. And so she gives me her business card. I put it in my phone case after I leave, because I need to save that. It's like, okay, now this is good. I've made it to the second round of the interview, because that's what she says. Like, before I leave, she's like, okay, well, there's six candidates applying for this. Guys, I'm sorry. I know I speak to you guys often. I don't know why I'm struggling, but she's like, there's 6 other candidates applying for this position. I'm like, okay. She said, but we can hire 2. Okay, that gives me a higher chance. That's great. So she says, we're gonna interview you tomorrow. a live interview. So I gotta perform and I gotta basically work the job that I'm applying for. To, I guess it's basically like she sees what I do, she rates it, and that determines whether I get the job. So she says tomorrow. Okay, sounds great. Wasn't great. Because I wasn't prepared for that. I wasn't ready for that. I thought she would be like, hey, let's do this a couple days from now. Okay, that sounds reasonable. Nope, tomorrow. And I was like, yep, sounds great. Sounds great. So I walk out of there and, I get to the store. I buy the thing she said, and I get dressed today because I went there today. So I get dressed today. Today or tomorrow rolls around and that's today. Today was tomorrow, or yesterday's tomorrow. You know what I mean. So rolls around and I get up, I get ready, and she says I gotta come there at 6 o'clock. Roger that. I show up 5:45 and I'm ready. So I got my little suit on. It's not like a suit, but I felt like I looked good. I had a little like button up with a little tie and everything. I felt great. I kept like a businessman. I felt good. I wasn't wearing like a goofy little hoodie or nothing. And so I walked in there, and I met the crew. It was really nice. They were really cool. I talked with the hostess first. I walked in, held the door for these elderly people before I came in. So that's extra bonus points, right? Extra bonus. They're like, okay, this guy's really nice. He opens doors for people. That's a good player right there. So, I open the door. I walk in after them. And then, I'm talking with the hostess. Blah, blah, blah. She's like, oh, are you here for the busser position? I'm like, yeah, I'm here for the busser position. I'm ready to start the training. She's like, okay, let me go get my boss, or you can follow me. We'll go, and I'll bring you to a busser because, I have to follow a busser to learn how it's done, Okay, sounds reasonable. So I follow her, and, I see my boss, well, my potential boss, and she's like, oh, you look so good. You look very nice. And I'm like, thank you, thank you, thank you. And, I meet the guy who's going to be training me. I meet everyone around. I meet my little, I guess my shift crew. I think that's what it is, potential shift crew. So I shake hands with everyone, and the guy teaches me. He's bringing me around, showing me how to do the job. Things are going great. Eventually, he's like, do you want to try to ask that table for boxes? And I'm like, all right, I'll try. I don't sound nervous, but I'm like, oh, okay, I'll give it a shot. So I walk up there. I'm like, hi, do you guys need any boxes? Now, here's the story, or here's the part of the story where I messed up. But don't worry about it. I fixed it. I actually made it better. This mess up made everything better. So I come up. I'm like, hi, do you guys need any boxes? And they stare at me like, we're waiting for dessert right now. Oh, I'm so sorry. I must have got him mixed up with a different table because he pointed at that table. Like he pointed at that table. I watched him point at it. He said, "It's this one, this one, this one, this one, that one." Okay, so or it's this table. It's table 7, table 8, or table 8, table 9, table 10. You go to table 10. Okay, I went to table 10. It was the table 10. I was supposed to go to the one right next to them, but I make small talk with them, and they're like, I walk away. I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry, and I go back to my trainer guy, and he's like, I meant the guy to the left. I was like, oh, okay, that's great. That's great for me, man. I'm real glad. So, I go up to, before I go up to them, they call me back. That table calls me back. They're like, come here, young man. So I come, I'm like, hello, is there anything else you need? And he's like, do you go to blah, 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 or blah, blah, blah? I'm like, what? Because I'm pretty deaf. I can't hear nothing really. Out of this ear, I'm a little deaf in this ear. Okay, I can't hear much because of all my game and headphones blaring in my ears. All my music listening. So I've kind of ruined my eardrums at this point. So he's like, I'm like, what? He says he says 2 names of schools, but I didn't know that at the time. So he says, do you know blah 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 or this or that? And I'm like, excuse me? Like he repeats it a second time. I'm like, I don't know what that is. I'm honest, I was honest, and I was like, I don't know what that is. So he's like, it's schools. I was like, oh no, I didn't go there. I went to blah blah blah. And he's like, you're the one that's that went there. And I'm like, yeah, that's me. I'm the one far out He's like, you're a long way from home, man. What are you doing here? I'm like, oh, you know, I graduated school. You know, I've got some good experience with my hands, and I thought this would be a great opportunity. I'm making small talk. You know, that's great. That's great for a start. So, make small talk with people, and they're like, you know, they like me, and I'm like, all right, thank you so much. Well, I've got to go. Thank you so much for the talk. I've got to go to the table right here and get boxes. And they're like, okay, well, you have a good one, young man. You know, whole table's all happy. You know, I've made good connections now. That's a plus, bonus now. So I get to the table, I get their boxes. You know, I'm cleaning, or I'm taking dishes back to the back for the cleaners or dishwashers to clean, and then you know, I'm cutting up bread for people, and I'm asking, hey, do you need a bread refill? Hey, do you need a water refill? Hey, do you need these taken away? You know, like, I'm coming up to tables, and I'm actually doing the job now. Like, I'm doing it more better and better, because at first I was just watching, and now I'm learning, and then I'm doing. So monkey see, monkey do, and I did it really well. So at the end, I was there for an hour, and you know, I'm in the back. I'm not in the back room, but I'm like in the little area where, you know, things get done. So the kitchen, kind of. And the boss comes up to me. She's like, we really like you. I'm like, what? Are you for real? I didn't say that, but I was like, oh, that's really nice. Thank you. And she's like, I think we're going to hire you. Actually, we're hiring you. The customers love you. We love you. I think you're great. Everyone else thinks you're great. You did really well. We're hiring you. You're starting. Can you start Friday this week? Today of this recording that I'm recording right now is the day I worked, and now I'm gonna start 2 days from now. And she was like, can you work Friday and Saturday? I was like, yes, I can. I was trying not to freak out in front of her, but I was like, I'm hired? I'm really hired? She's like, yeah, you're hired. I'm like, thank you so much, you know. And it was crazy. It was such a crazy feeling. Like, I felt like I was gonna pop, like, with an explosion. Like, I was just so happy. And, you know, she's like, okay, well, you know, can you start here, or can you start tomorrow, or can you start Friday and Saturday? I haven't set up a schedule, so I don't really know, you know, right now, but those are the days I kind of want you to work. And I'm like, of course, I can come in whenever you need. I'm available whenever, even though you guys open at a certain hour and close at a certain hour, but I'm available whenever. So she tells me I'm hired. I'm freaking out, and so she's like, all right, you're all done. So I talk with her for a little bit and make sure everything is all good before I leave, and I walk out the door, and I get to the car, and I freak out. You know, I'm like, I got my first job. Rah! Like, I'm going crazy. I'm going ballistic, because it's like, this is a whole new experience. This is the first time I've been hired. I made it to the second round. It literally took 3 whole days. So, applied, interviewed, job. What? That's quicker than any other experience I've gotten, or any other place I've applied to. And all of them are potentially rejecting me, and I'm gonna reject them back, because you left me out for the dead. I'm just kidding, but you know, they didn't hire me, so it's like, okay, you gave me up, but this place took me in, and they're really cool over there, and it's a really nice place. I'm working on a little restaurant, so your boy's a little bus boy, you know. I'm coming up, you know, like, hey, can I take this for you, you know, blah blah blah. So now all that's left is we got to get to goal number 2, and then things are money. I don't know what goal number 3 was. I kind of forgot, but I think goal number 3 was record more. It might have been. I have a bad memory, but we're getting real close to goal number 2 now. Number 1's done. I start soon. So that's my news I wanted to tell you guys. I'm no longer employed, or I'm no longer employed. I'm no longer unemployed. You know, I'm not that friend. I'm not the friend in the group that's unemployed, because all my boys are employed now, and I'm employed. So, big win for TLG. Big fat win. Literally hired on the spot. That's so great. That's so great. It's getting a little dark, as you can see, but it's so great. I'm gonna end this video soon because it's getting dark. But it's literally the greatest thing. I was trying so hard not to freak out in front of her, but the team I met was so great. They were really good. The place was really good. It was a little busy, but I feel like that was more experience for me to work like in a busy environment, and I took that as a learning opportunity, and it was fun. It was great. It was really fun, and I got to learn things, and I just know how to do the job now. It's not a challenge anymore, because I trained, obviously, and like, they trained me, and now I'm hired because I did the job so well. So That's great. I already know what I'm doing. And I get to dress nice too? What? So, it's going great for TLG. Still won't be able to post as much, but this is just a little update. You know, a little slice of TLG information, or just, it's like a whole cake, right? And I'm giving you a little slice each time I post. So just a little slice, you get a little slice. You know, I go, okay, here you go. So that's what's going on with TLG right now. I won't be able to post still. I'm a little busy, and I'm gonna be extra busy now. And I'm excited for that, because whoo, job employed. It's great. So anyways, I'm gonna have to cut this video off. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Mr. TLG, y'all, and I'm signing out. I'll catch you guys next time. I'll see you guys next time. I'll see you later. I'll catch you next time. And I'm making this outro too long because I'm really excited. You know, just thinking about, you know, getting the job has got me all worked up, all happy. So I'll catch you guys in the next episode of whatever the series was called. I forgot. TLG's terrific. I don't know what it was called. I don't know. I forgot what I named the playlist, but this will be here. A little slice of TLG every day. Not every day. When I feel like it. So I'll catch you guys next time. This has been Mr. TLG, y'all. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit that bell so you get notified when I post, and share it to your friends and family. Maybe they want to check out TLG and they want to see the good news in his life. And you know what? I'd be happy to share it with you all. So thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you next time. Peace out, y'all.